The annual office party was held at a high-end hotel downtown. Velvet drapes, glimmering chandeliers, the works. My wife, Hannah, insisted I come along this time. Said it would be good for me, a chance to meet her team, loosen up. I didn't argue. I showed up in my best suit, arm in arm with her, expecting nothing more than polite conversation, watered-down drinks, and maybe a few awkward laughs. But from the moment we walked in, something felt wrong. Hannah was different, cold, distracted. She barely introduced me to anyone, kept glancing at her phone like it held secrets, and smiled too easily when I asked who she was messaging. Just work stuff, she said, brushing it off. I wanted to believe her. I chose to believe her, even though something inside me, that quiet, gut-level instinct, told me not to. As the evening wore on, she slipped away more than once to grab drinks, another time to look for someone from HR, then again to freshen up. Each time, she took longer than made sense. I tried to blend in, chatted with strangers, smiled through the unease. But eventually, I couldn't sit still. I went looking. The hallway at the back of the venue was dim, lined with tall mirrors and fake potted plants. I turned a corner and froze. There she was, Hannah, with someone else. A man in a gray blazer, tall and confident, standing far too close. I ducked behind a pillar, heart hammering in my throat. I should have seen what came next, but I did. She leaned in. He didn't flinch. They kissed, not some fleeting, guilty peck. It was long, deep, full of something intimate and practiced, like this wasn't new, like they'd done this before. And then his hand slid behind her. Her skirt lifted slightly. They laughed, playful, familiar. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Everything inside me collapsed inward. I wanted to storm over, shout, demand answers, but I didn't. I turned, walked away, and kept walking until I reached my car. There I sat, engine off, rain spattering the windshield, hands trembling in my lap. When she came home later that night, she acted normal, like nothing had happened. I laid in bed, eyes shut, pretending to sleep while the image of her in his arms replayed on a loop. The days that followed were quiet. I didn't confront her. I just watched. The way she smiled at her phone, the distant look in her eyes, the careful way she avoided too much eye contact. A week later, I finally asked. At first, she laughed it off, called me paranoid, insecure. But when I told her what I saw, told her where I'd been standing, the color drained from her face. Her voice cracked. She stumbled over apologies, called it a mistake. But it didn't feel like a mistake. It felt rehearsed, comfortable, like something she'd done before. The nights after that were long, sleepless. I'd lie there staring at the ceiling, haunted by the image of her and him. The betrayal wasn't just in the kiss. It was in the lies, the secrecy, the fact that she chose someone else while I stood on the same roof, completely unaware. Eventually, I packed my things. No fight, no drama, just quiet resignation. I moved into a small apartment on the other side of the city. Plain walls, fewer memories. When friends and family asked, I kept it simple. I didn't need them to believe me. I knew what I saw. That was enough. Weeks passed, then months. She reached out, texts, missed calls, even a long email saying she missed me, that she wasn't herself that night. I never replied. I knew if I opened that door again, I'd just be inviting more pain. So I focused on healing, on work, on reconnecting with people who actually valued me. For the first time in years, I started feeling like myself again. That party broke something in me, but it also woke me up. Sometimes betrayal doesn't show up screaming. Sometimes it comes smiling, holding your hand, while its other hand lifts a skirt behind closed doors.